Now, talking about coming back, circling back to HVAC, there's been a lot of changes going on in the industry. And some of those changes are very important, especially if you consider like the trade, the industry as a whole, and particularly women. What kind of role do you see yourself playing in the trends and opportunity and some of the changes that are going on in the industry? And what role do you think you can play? I mean, you're already playing playing the game, but how do you think you're moving that conversation forward so you can help the communities that you care about?
So it's education. And I think that's the number one thing. And being in Women in HVACR and all the different service organizations, we are able to draw from speakers, education, presenters. So I'm thinking already, I would like to bring one of the distributors that I work with to one of my local meetings where it's the county and the city, and let them kind of run through a presentation on, some of the new refrigerants and some of the different things that are hitting us now. Seattle's a little bit unique because, they're trying to shut us down on gas piping, which I'm fighting against it on a regular basis. But I think there's ways we can educate some of our local community members and through our buildings and trades association on what's taking place, what's going on. So that's how I see I can move the ball forward. About 3 weeks ago, I was down in Olympia, which is our state capital, and I'm a member of the Builders Association. It's called BIAW. So it's the Builders Association. They work on a national level and they work on a state level. And so I went in to help on a focus group. So we sat there for 4 hours talking about what we thought their priorities should be, how we can work with that. And it always comes back to workforce, So we talked quite a bit with workforce, but we also talked about communication. And we talked about how this organization is seen as being pretty conservative for older folks. And how are we going to get communication out there that we can introduce it to younger members that are starting to get into the trade, so they think that it's a cool way to start, getting their career launched through, joining this Builders Association. So to me, again, it's education. I will be the president of the Builders Association in my local area next year. So I'm already anticipating to start going to some of those legislative meetings where we talk with our different constituents, but we also are talking to our legislators, our senators about what's going on, because that's the only way we can make a change.